this is part 47 of Ocarina of Time 3D. Just a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff. You may have heard in the last part that we kind of cut ourselves off in the middle of the thought.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. We have learned that it's a lot easier just to stop what we're talking about and finish our commentary than to go back and try to redo the ending to a part.
Yeah, because when you redo it or like have two narration parts, like it's very hard to set the same tone, the same attitude. So if you hear us cut ourselves off like that, it's just like Red said, we've learned that it's just easier just to cut off, finish the conversation, pick it up in the next part, which we'll get back to what we were talking about.
Yep.
I like that there were some time parts and there are others that weren't timed. But then, like, the timing actually made sense for the items that you got.
Yeah, like the mushroom we're doing right now, which I love the look of this part of the potion shop.
Oh, agree with you. Now,
just the color.
Now,
sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say it's kind of stupid right there. You saw me standing and like it didn't happen. Like nothing you can do with this item, and I moved maybe like 2 inches to the right, and it worked. And I hate when that happens so much. But go ahead about the colorful place.
Just like this place is all the way back here. I mean, they can't do any business. You got to go out the back door of the other place to even get here. But it's just like, but it looks. I love how like she doesn't look like a very colorful person,
which is why. Like, why does this look like that? Then?
Yeah,
like she like really looks like an old hag. To be quite honest with you, actually, is that her name?
It's Potion Shop Hag, I think.
Hag's Potion Shop,
something like that.
Nah, not really sure. It might just be called Potion Shop. But anyway, it might be. She looks like an old hag, and you just wouldn't think that she would have a colorful place like that. Yeah. And just like, I mean, it really like pops.
It really does. And now, though, this is where I kind of mentioned last part that, like, it kind of gets a little tedious in a few spots. We're going all the way back now to the Lost Woods to try to give this odd poultice? Something like that.
I thought it was a potion, but it's actually a poultice, which is like a soft. I actually did look this up.
Yeah.
I don't really remember, but it's kind of like a soft mass that like has healing properties or some crap like that.
Which makes sense. I think like even the hag in the potion shop said he had to go into the woods. He's probably sick or something like that.
One thing I don't like is coming back to the forest. This like early, like we've already been here once. Like, we come back right away again. Basically, the whole first part of this quest is coming here. So, I wouldn't mind coming back here later on in the quest or train sequence. But just to, like, do it, like, right here back to back.
Immediately.
It's like, are we ever actually going to get out of this place for the train sequence? Which I think this actually is the last time we visited, but just...
It is.
I wish they would have sent this somewhere else.
I agree. Like,
second whatever item would have been somewhere else.
Like maybe the potion shop girl had part of the medicine and someone else had the other part. Just something like that.
I think it's like our 4th or 5th item actually. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like we were left and then bam, we're back here again.
Although we're going to be in for a bit of a surprise when we find out he's not even here anymore.
He got lost in the Lost Woods and becomes a Stalfos or whatever this creepy girl here says.
This girl creeps me out.
Dude, she's just like this is a horror movie right here.
Yes.
This is like the setting of a horror movie. Like there's this girl out here. She's like, if you get lost in the Lost Woods, you become a Stalfos. And she's just
Unless you're a Kokairi.
Oh. I did not know that.
She does say
anyways, okay. Once again, reading text. But I guess I missed that part. But just, I don't know, man. Just the way she's moving and stuff, it's just
it's creepy.
She's got something up her sleeve right there.
Plus, she said...
I don't trust her. I don't trust her.
She says he became a Stalfos, and then she laughs. She says, hee hee. I'm like, you are just one creepy little girl. I loved, again, with reading the text, at the very end, she goes, since we're not a Kokiri either, at the very end, she says, I wonder if you'll become one too.
Ooh, that's a very good point right there. I actually did not pick up on that.
I mean, when you think about it, she's like, yeah, if you're not a Kokiri and you come in here, you get lost and turn into a Stalfos. But maybe we didn't get lost. Why do the
Kokiri not become Stalfos, though? I mean, I guess they live there, but...
maybe it's the Deku Tree protects them. They're like his people, maybe.
That's actually a very good point right there.
Of course, the
video.
The Deku Tree's dead right now. We have the sprout.
I'm trying to remember. He's still there though. He is still there. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So it's
a pretty big chainsaw to cut him down.
Yeah. You know how many bridges we could build if we did though?
They would need like Avatar, like all those ships that come in, like destroy that huge tree, something like that.
The carpenters could put all that lumber to good use. I will say.
Oh, that's a great point. Like we could have 20 bridges going across the Gerudo Valley right there,
which I do love. We are now heading to a different area finally.
Finally we're outside the forest.
We are. And it's like apparently the guy in the woods left behind his saw, that we're now going to go take to the head carpenter.
Okay, why do he have a saw?
I have no idea.
Now, I know he's in the woods, so okay, a saw makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do with the poacher saw, which I don't even... Is that actually a real
I
item?
have no
I don't
idea.
know what it is.
I don't either.
I mean, we can see how it looks here in a little while, but
Yeah.
what it's used for... It looks like it's used for flipping pancakes.
I guess.
To be honest with you, maybe with some sharp edges.
It's
I
one of
don't
those
know.
sharp-edged spatulas you see sometimes.
It's like Steak and Shake has those,
I
like, you know, just lying around the place.
But I love the cinematic we get here, though, with Epona jumping over the river. Just,
And we've been here before, and you can see right there, we know how deep it is.
Yeah.
So, okay, not only do you jump a large gap, but you also know that it's very, very deep.
it's a fall.
And it kind of been awesome to see us miss it and go all the way down in the water, to be honest with you.
I don't think Epona would have appreciated that.
No,
very
she would
much.
not have, but it'd be a cool visual.
It would have been. It would have been. Now, I'm curious now to see if this guy is kind of tied to the hag and the brother and sister from earlier, because he says, I thought I left this saw with my old lady.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering maybe, I'm just kind of
Is the,
spitballing here.
well, I guess his old lady would have to be the old
The hag?
hag from the potion shop.
So, I mean, I'm just spitballing here. I don't know what, but...
I don't think so. I don't see that, but I mean, it's a good, idea. It's a good idea or theory to bring up, and it's Zelda, dude. Anything is freaking possible in this game.
One thing that we haven't mentioned yet in this trading sequence is after every item we get, they tell it, like the game pops up and says, follow like this icon on your map. I don't think that was in the original Nintendo 64 version.
It was not, because this would have been a lot easier for me. Like, people get mad like when Zelda games are too easy. When Zelda games tell me where to go, I actually like that. Like, let me explore, but don't make it too difficult on me.
There's a fine line there.
Like, it's a patience thing. When we don't know where to go, it's just frustrating. So, I kind of do like that, but at the same time, it does make it too easy.
It does, but otherwise, like, how would you have known that the guy in the woods was the Kuko girl's brother and things like that? It's...
man, kind of going, not off topic, it's going to be on the same topic, but, like, I think it has a lot to do with just kids, like, in the younger generation nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, there's just so many other things that they have, like, they can do with their time.
Yeah.
Like, you got to, like, their attention span is not as good. Like, back in the day, this might have been one of our few pieces of entertainment, so we had time to, like, explore.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I think kids, teenagers, young adults, kind of, I guess we're close to that, but... Like, if we sit there and play something and we get frustrated, we just go to something else.
We have more options.
And I think Nintendo really has to think about stuff like that in the remakes.
And the games have slowly gotten easier, I believe, as they've gone along. Like,
yes,
you
like
talked
Link
about
Between
Wind Waker,
Worlds,
Skyward Sword, even Link Between Worlds.
That's a really easy game if you ask me.
I think it is definitely about, part of it's, you got the younger audience, the younger Nintendo audience, and also just...
I wasn't bashing them, I'm just saying...
No, not at all.
There's more stuff nowadays that you can do with your time, so... Like I say, if you get frustrated, you're just going to go something else.
I'm not going to burn every bush in the world to find the last dungeon like
the
original
Zelda. Very good point right there.
But now that we're continuing the trading sequence, this wraps up part 47 of Ocarina of Time 3D.